Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Yvette. I just started my YouTube channel just a couple days ago. This is my third video. So today I am going to attempt to do a glamorous makeup. What I mean about glamorous makeup, we're going to put a lot of makeup on our faces. And this is something I've been learning for a couple days. So I already done my eyebrows off camera because I am not good in doing my eyebrows on the camera. It still look messy, but we're gonna clean up that. I'm gonna start with my eyeshadow because I already prep my eyes. So I'm using this palette from Huda Beauty, and I am going to put this color here, Sandwood, all over my eyebrows. So literally there is very little on this brush because I don't want it to be patchy and too much. So I am going to start at the back here and then come at the front. I'm not really putting like a specific place because I'm just trying to build up a little bit of color on my lid. And I'm not even applying too much force because I'm not really good in this, but I'm just attempting to do this and to look decent. So after that color, I am going to use this brown here. All my brushes, they are not specific brushes, they are just brushes I've been picking up here and there. So this color is a little bit darker than the other one. So again, I'm going to start here on my bone line. So I am not going too far from here. I'm gonna come at the front, but with little force because I don't want to deposit too much color on my eyebrows. I just want to do as little as I go. I can push it a little back in my eyebrows. So that's what we have at the moment. Again, I'm starting at the back of my eye because I know I can clean up that easily. And I'm just working here in my socket. If I am a little bit quiet, it's because I'm kind of focusing where I'm putting that color. I don't want it to be all over the place. So, because I'm doing everything on the camera, at some point I'm gonna step out and check in the mirror what we have, because we can always clean it. So, yeah. This is what we have at the moment. Okay, now I'm going to use this brown color here, Cocoa, just a little bit at the back of my eye. Actually, I'll use a tape to do that because I need to have a precision of where I'm putting that. Okay, I'm going to put this tape right here. I don't like pulling my eye really. I'm going to put this right here. And the other side. right there. Now we are going to put the brown color at the back of our eyes. So I'm using a smaller brush because I don't want it to be too much, and I want it to be in just here because my eyes are a little bit hooded, so I need to work with precision where I'm putting these products. I can even go up a little bit to make sure my alveoli is, I can see it. I'm using a very, very smaller brush because I'm not really confident, but we're gonna blend it out so you can blend it with the other one. So that is what we're working on at the moment. So we just put that in. I can push a little bit because I can still see I have enough space. So yeah, now I'm going to go back with this same brush with just a tiny brown color and diffuse it here because I don't want it to be harsh. Now I am going to do a gold color. This one here, the 2K. I'm going to put just a little bit of it to start with. And I'm going to go like I'm doing a cut crease there. So you can see I'm going up. And then I'm gonna bring it here. It is very pigmented. You can see that is absolutely beautiful. We are going to come back and merge the two. So on this side, I'm doing the same. We're gonna pretend like we're doing a cut crease, even though we don't know how to do a cut crease here. I'm gonna add a little bit more at the center. Now we are going to go back in the brown shade. Just pick up a little bit, then mix these two colors. Make sure there is no harsh line and match the two together. I'm just using light stroke. I'm not really disturbing it too much. So now I am going to put a little bit of black on that brown just to make it a little bit tense. Just a little bit, and then we're gonna diffuse it. Okay. No, not that one. Make sure we are diffusing it. Because we want the eyes to pop. These eyes are the center of this makeup. And that is just staying out of the V. You don't go too far from that. Again, just diffuse it back and forth until it's no harsh. There is no harsh line. Don't be afraid to go back and do it again, because this is a learning curve. We are not professionals here. We are just learning as we go. So that's what we're working on. Now I'm going to do my base makeup, then we're gonna go back to the eyes. So this is what we're working with. Now I'm going to do my base makeup, and then we can finish the eyes later. So I am going to use my oil control. It's from Mac Studio. That's what I use around my T-zone because my skin is very, very oily. What I do, I normally put it where my face oil normally pick through quick. My forehead, my nose, and it does blur all those stuff on your face. So even though I could have used it as a primer, but I do like to use a primer on top of it because I want a primer that is gonna grip, is gonna hold on to the makeup is gonna hold on to. So you can see my face is matte. Now this is what I'm gonna use as a primer, the Milky Grip Primer. It is good, but when you have an oily skin, sometimes it won't work. So, because I need to be careful, I don't want to disturb everything I already put on my face, including my eyebrows. Oh, you can see it's sticky. So let's continue, and I always color correct on my face. If you see I have sunburn, melasma, whatever it is, and I always use the LA Girl Pro color corrector in orange. It's nearly finished, so maybe I need to grab another one. I don't really put too much because the foundation I'm using is full coverage, so cover those. The top of my lip is the most problematic place on my face, and the center of my face is fine, but the rest of my face, it needs some correction. So I'm gonna just lightly blend it because I don't want it to disappear. Was the reason of putting it at the first place. make sure I go in and diffuse the edges, because you don't want anything to be I'm doing it too fast because now I'm taking too much of your time. If you have this kind of problem, tell me what you normally do, so I can implement them in my routine as well. Honestly, doing makeup on the camera is not hard, but it's just because you can't see what the mirror can see. Yeah, but so this is what we have. Now, the foundation I'm using is Anastasia Beverly Hills airbrush, airbrush flawless, sorry. And I always use one pump at the back of my hand, but I'm gonna use 1.5 today because we're doing different makeup. And this foundation is darker for me, so I always mix it with the Fenty, just a tiny bit to make the color of Fenty, give it a little bit of color. And so I mix it at the back of my hand. And then I'll put a little dots on my face so I'll know how, because I don't want to put too much in one place and then I'm putting too much where I'm not supposed to. Even if you put a little, you can always go back and put more. So don't forget your chin. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go back and put a little bit more after I have blended it and see what is needed. So I'm gonna use this brush. My brush doesn't have names or colors because I picked them up all over the years. And using the brush is gonna give you more color. But I'm gonna use my beauty blender later. On the camera, this foundation look like it's not my skin color, but it is, trust me. It's just there is not enough light, so I have too many shadows today. So this is the place I always focus on to make sure it's covered. Because I don't put foundation at the center of my face, I always go with my brush and whatever is on it. And I don't really put foundation under my eyes because the skin is so thin there and I don't want it to be too heavy. So I need to be a little bit extra careful here because I've done my eyebrows and my eyeshadow, so I don't want to mess it up everything. Yeah, that's it. I don't really do my eyes before my eyes before my foundation. I don't know why I did that today, but now I'm gonna add a little bit more here and here, whatever is left on the brush, on the at the back of my hand. Really, it's not like I'm picking up more foundation. So you can see everything is kind of trying to come together. maybe next time I'm going to do a voiceover video, really, because I think I will explain myself better than I am at the moment. I'm gonna try that and see. So now I'm going to use a beauty blender. This is from Real Technique, I believe. I'm gonna just tap diffuse all the edges around my eyes, my neck. There is nothing under my eyes here, but this is how I normally do my makeup anyway. I always go back and pick up whatever was left and make sure everything is proper blended, even in my neck. As you can see, my complexion now look definitely the same. So now I'm going to put my concealer. My concealer is Anastasia Beverly Hills. Yeah. In color 13, I believe. But I wish I did pick up a lighter color. This is a little bit, it's not light as I would love to. So because we are doing the glamorous makeup today, we are going to put a little bit more than usual. Normally I won't put this much concealer under my eyes, but this is a different kind of makeup. That's why. I'm gonna start here because I want a smaller nose. Make sure that is straight. So that, by the way, is just optional. You don't have to do that. I'm gonna leave that to dry a little bit. Then I'm going to do my contour. I'm using the Fenty cream that in the color number 6 chocolate. Trust me, this has seen a day. I can't even show you the inside because it looks disgusting. It doesn't look disgusting, but you have seen the day. I already used it multiple times, and I just wipe it. This is how it is. So I am going to pick up some with my Real Technique brush, put at the back of my hand because I just want to deposit a little bit as I go to make sure it stays where I want it to. I don't really put too much on my forehead because that forehead is not that much. It's too small for my liking. And then we do the same this side. You stamp. Don't drag it because you don't want to remove your foundation. You don't want to disturb your foundation too much. Just stamp it. So this is how I do it. Keep stamping it. I'm not gonna diffuse all of it until I use my beauty blender. Then I'll put some here just to make sure that chin is snatched. Everything still look messy at the moment, but we're gonna going to fix everything at once. Okay. I'm not doing really my nails at the moment because my nails are like paper thin because I have done it for too long and I want it to go a bit and make sure it's strong enough to handle all the stress we put our nails through. Now we can blend our concealer, and I'm using a Real Technique brush. I'm gonna try to be a little bit faster. I said this is optional, definitely. I'm just dragging it down to make sure I have that between my contour and the light places, because we are going to really snatch our face. I haven't done anything on my nose, any contour on my nose, because I really want to do that after I already blend my concealer, so I'll know where I'm putting it because I need it to be snatched. I think this color is absolutely picking through the way I wanted. So that's my nose. You can go up here, get that nose button, and so now we're going back to our eyes. I'll go down here a bit because I need this nose to be snatched. See what I mean about the tape? Because it gave me a place. I'll put a little bit here and make sure it's all blended. This brush is small, but it does a good job. This side is a little bit problematic for me because of the melasma and the sunburn I have this side, but here you go. Gonna always work through it. So here under our eyes, like we're doing a little V. If you understand what I mean, it's like a V under your eyes. Can you see? Because we're trying to lift that up. Make sure everything is blended correctly. Now I'll go back with my beauty blender and blend everything before putting a contour on my nose. I'm gonna blend on top of my lip with my beauty blender because I don't want to be everywhere on top of my lip. If there was anything that wasn't properly blended, this is the time you go back and blend it. But don't blend it too much because you don't want the color to disappear, as you want to be shown. You want the under your eyes to be light. but we need to diffuse all the edges. I keep saying like you look like patchy on the camera, but it doesn't really. I think this is it. If you look patchy, just keep blending, because we don't want anything patchy really. There you go. As you can see, this is where we are now. Everything is absolutely blended correctly the way it's supposed to. So now I need to go back and just contour my nose. Sorry about that. Just pick up a wrong product. So now this, I'm using the same Fenty Beauty bronzer, and I need to make sure this nose is snatched, and I always bring everything back in. Don't mind about my brushes having a sellotape on. It is a choice I do, because each time I'm washing them, I do feel like the glue always the glue normally come off from the brushes, so I prefer putting a sellotape before it's ruined. And when I do that, my brushes last a little bit longer. Then see what I mean about my nose? My nose is long itself, so, and I want it to disappear. I'm gonna go back with my beauty blender and make sure everything is diffused. And just go back near your eyebrows, and even if you go back with your concealer to make sure you have that light on your nose, the light concealer is no big deal, which that's what I'm doing anyway. Now I'm going to use the Fenty Beauty powder all over my face. It doesn't, not under my eyes, just all over my face, but not under my eyes. This brush is a Real Technique brush. I'm not really using any technique. I'm just making sure my face is matte. Even if I put in my eyebrows, because my eyebrows always get oily. There you go. See, everything is matte, seamless, one color. Now I need to use a bronzer to make sure I have the color back in my face after this powder. For my bronzer, I am going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills bronzer. I have this bronzer for a very long time, and I have used it over and over again. I think all the money I paid for, I already used it. So bear in mind, I forgot to put my cream blush, but you know what? I'm gonna just use a powder brush, because I'm not putting cream blush on top of my powder. So don't forget your chin. don't forget your nose. For powder under my eyes, I'm going to use the Fenty powder. I will just pick up a little bit and put behind my hands and just dab it first before baking. See now what I mean about making my nose a little bit slimmer. So I'm gonna just dab a little bit under my eyes before bake. I don't really bake under my eyes. I'm just baking for the sake of this video. And I went back and just off camera and put a little bit of cream powder, which is not bad. And I actually think the Rare Beauty did well for going on top of my powder. So now I need to chisel down. My face is long as it is, but hey, this is the look we choose to do today. Today this powder look a little bit yellow than usual. I'm not sure why. Now I'm going to bake under my eyes. And yeah, this is quite a lot of powder, trust me. I don't really do this on a daily basis. But for the sake of this video, I'm doing it. There you go. We go in here because that place can. Don't forget to go on top of your nose as well. Okay. Now I'm going to finish my blush, and then I'll go back and remove the powder. I'm looking funny. So for my blusher, my powder blush, I'm going to use the CoverGirl. I don't know, I'm still doing the face, but I do put a lot of blush on my face because that's the first thing that always disappears. That's enough. Then we can dust the excess powder with the same brush we use for face powder. And make sure you're diffusing that harsh line. If you want, you can always spray your face in between, which if I'm going somewhere I always do, but because I'm not going anywhere, I can't be bothered. I'm just doing this video for the sake of doing this video. For the eyes, we are going back to the same palette. We're using the color Cocoa, the brown one, and we are going to put a little bit under our eyes. You can extend it if you want, because if you are not good doing eyeliner here, this is an option, and that's how I do it. As I said, I'm just learning to do makeup. It's not like I'm just learning. I used to do makeup, but because of work, I didn't have time to focus on it. And obviously, if you don't do something, you lose it. Just like everything else in life. So that's our eyes. I think it look okay for now. Then I'm going to do the highlighter and the lipstick. Then I'll do my eyelashes off camera because I can't do it on the camera. For my highlighter, I am going to use Sleek. This highlighter is very old, so I'm going to put a little bit here to open up our eyes a little bit more. And then that nose button I was looking for, and on the bridge of our nose to make sure. See, the nose now look disappear. And then I'm going to use the same highlighter for my cheeks. Top of my head, my eyebrows. I feel like it's, yeah, there you go. I feel like it wasn't popping the way I wanted. Maybe I'm just don't want to put too much. Now, my lipstick. I'm going to do my lipstick. I was contemplating to do a red color, but I just think it's just too early for a red color. I am going to use this lip pencil. Can't even remember where I got this from. But yeah, if I remember the name, I'll put there. I don't really overline my lips because I have bigger lips as it is. This is one thing I don't do on the camera. Because I know how messy it can get. That's our Cupid bow. This is my MAC lipstick. I got this, I think in America. Never use it, but this is the color I'm using. Never use it. I don't know how it look like. It's actually very smooth. Very, very smooth. Very cute. I'm going to put a gloss on top, just a little bit, because I don't think I need gloss with it. This gloss is from Next. I think I grabbed it yesterday. It's Ginger Snap. That's the name of it. A weird name, but it's what it is. I'm gonna just put in the middle of my lips. Here I am. I said I'll just put in the middle of my lips now. I'm going everywhere. It's so soft. To finish everything, I'm going to spray with this Revolution Glow Fix, if you can see properly. I'm using the Glow Fix because I put too much powder on my face. Then I'll do my eyelashes off camera. Then I'll show you the final result. I always honestly put too much on my face because I want all that powder to I want all that powder to disappear. That's all I wanted to say, but I couldn't do it. I was suffocated. This is the final look, and I think it looked very, very cute. I didn't do my eyelashes in the end because I bought eyelashes yesterday, but I can't find them. I don't know where I put them. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with me today. I really, really appreciate the people who are watching my videos. Like this video, share, comment, and we can do better next time. This is just a learning curve. And if you like what I'm doing, keep supporting me, because we are doing this and we are not quitting. We are not quitting. Anyway, I'll see you next time.